Hello, hello. Happy New Year. Welcome back to Mama's Boy Sports Talk. That's my mama.
Happy New Year.
I'm her little boy. We talk sports. And with that said, are you ready for some football?
Are you ready?
Let's get right into it, mama. We got the NFL wild card playoffs right out the gate Saturday. Oakland Raiders versus Cincinnati Bengals. How do you see that?
You know, Joe Burrow, I'm a believer in Joe Burrow. I think that they can win it, but I think because of the experience, Derek Carr, that quarterback, where are they playing?
I believe it's at Cincy.
I'm still gonna go with Las Vegas Raiders because of the experience of Derek Carr. And I think the tight end is back. I think he's playing. So
I believe you're correct, yes.
Yeah. So, but yeah, I just think that experience, though, I think there's more talent with Cincinnati, the quarterback. You've got Mixon, the running back. They've got quite a bit of talent. And you've got, is it Jamar?
Jamar Chase, yes.
Yes, they've got him. But I just think the experience will win out for Las Vegas Raiders.
That's very low key. I've always kind of liked Derek Carr from afar. And even this year, he still doesn't get the credit that I mean, I'm not saying he's Brady or Aaron Rodgers or Pat Mahomes or even Justin Herbert for that matter, but he's a top tier quarterback to me, Derek Carr, and all the drama they went through this season with Gruden's comments and Henry Ruggs' situation, and it's been a rough year. And I remember Gruden, as soon as he got signed, he went and got Marcus Mariota because he didn't believe in Derek Carr.
Yes.
But here Derek Carr is still standing. I agree with you. Cincy is loaded, but I get the sense it's kind of too soon. Like, y'all are young, y'all are gonna be great. You may win a Super Bowl. Joe Burrow's gonna be that dude one day, but It seems like it's a tad early. I kind of agree with you on that one.
Yes.
Round 3, New England versus Buffalo. Then Buffalo again. How you see that one?
Josh Allen is a big dude, and he's hard to bring down. You've got the cold weather factor. So you're probably not, I don't know if it's going to be windy, but I don't know if you're going to be able to throw the ball. I want to pick Buffalo, but you just can never, you're talking Bill Belichick,
Right.
You're talking Belichick, and he manages to find a way. So you've got Josh Allen in his first playoff game, I believe. And then you've got Jones, who's in his first playoff game, I believe, as well, too. But then you've got Belichick and you've got Jones, who played at Alabama. So they've got that kind of big game experience. I want to pick Buffalo, but I'm gonna go with New England just because of Belichick.
I think they beat them in Buffalo earlier this season, but I think that was more smoke and mirrors back through like 3 passes.
Yes.
The entire game. Man for man, Buffalo is better.
Yeah.
But to your point, you never know. And the weather is a factor. I think Allen, they made the playoffs last year. I think KC might have beat them in the AFC Championship game. Okay. But still, to your point, there's, people keep saying Buffalo is this great team. And I respect them, but I'm like, I don't quite see it. So
Yes. So
I can see New England pulling that out as well. Let's go to Sunday's games. Philadelphia at Tampa Bay.
I know, right? Tom Brady.
Is it a foregone conclusion? Is it even worth watching? What are your thoughts?
I think you will watch it because did they beat them earlier this year, or maybe not? Maybe I'm thinking of something else.
I think they may have played. I think they played Tampa tough because they did play the NFC East. We played Tampa also. The boys did. So they played our division, but I think Philly did play them tough, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. So yeah, but no, I just don't think that they they have enough, they can keep it close, which they might be able to do that with some, some running and some throwing. But I mean, you're talking Tom Brady, and even with that drama of Antonio Brown, you're just talking, and I think he's got something to prove still, Brady does. So yeah.
What is your
Tampa.
take real quick on the AB, the latest AB episode?
I just think that, I really wanted to get upset with him, but I really think that he's not well mentally. I really believe that. And just because, I mean, he's turning his back on someone like who opened his house for him, like Tom Brady. But then
Right.
AB did state that, but he's stating that Tom Brady did that because I can win games for him. So there's probably a little bit of that too. If he was Joe Smith, would Tom Brady open up his home to him? So, but I just think that there's really, if there's something wrong with him, and I just hope he gets well. Yeah. I just hope he gets well. But I don't think that Arians is all, I mean, people talk about Coach Kango and all that. I believe he may have said something to him that may have set him off, because I love him, but he's still an old white guy that, one of those old school guys that may have said something to Antonio who just was not going to have it. So he showed himself, in the end zone. Yeah.
AB's a fool for sure.
Yeah.
If I was doing another podcast, I'd curse and call him the D word fool. But
Yeah.
you're my mother, so I won't do that. But how do you burn bridges with Tom Brady?
Yeah.
To AB's point, sure, Brady probably only did this because you could play, but he had you in his house with his wife and kids, dude.
That's
Like,
true.
there's a level of care and trust and compassion there when a person he could have put you up in any hotel in New England. But no, he brought you to his home.
Yes.
Brought you around his loved ones. And,
yes.
But like AB does, he ultimately stabs you in the back. The loyalty you show him, he'll make you regret it.
Right.
Arians, I get what you're saying, but I've always loved Bruce Arians. Even before he was a Cardinal coach, I just love his style.
Yes.
And I'm not I don't have to tell you that. I'm not the biggest fan of authority.
Yes. Oh, wow. No kidding.
But just something about Bruce, he's always been relatable.
Yeah.
And particular to his black players.
Yes.
So he's never, he's beyond reproach. He's been coaching 30, 40 years. You've never heard nothing untowards about him racially.
That's true.
In fact, he got black swag for a white guy to me. Yes. As you mentioned, the Kane Gold.
Yes.
Just the way he talks. Like Tyrann Mathieu swears by Bruce Arians. It's all kind of black players that swear by him. So for him, yeah, I'm sure he said something like you said that AB didn't appreciate, but okay, well, you're AB, dude. Like, and he told you to get on the field. Oh, you don't want to play? All right, bye.
Yeah. I hear you, Reed. Those are very good points, and ones that I totally agree with. Yes, I do. So we'll see. Someone will pick him up though next year. I bet though someone will. They'll pick him up. Antonio,
take a chance on him.
I think they will. There's going to be a team that they can put up with that foolishness, but yeah, I really believe it. So maybe later on, once the rosters are established, and then someone will pick him up.
Right.
Yeah.
So the middle game tomorrow, San Francisco at Dallas, my Cowboys. How do you see that going?
To be honest with you, Reed, I think the Cowboys should be in the Super Bowl. They have a really, really good defense offensively. I think every team that's playing has a flaw. They have flaws. There's not a team that can't lose a game or, can't win a game. But I really think the Cowboys should be, in the Super Bowl. I think if Dak plays his capability, even though Zeke is he's injured, and I think Pollard is not at full strength. I think defensively, they can stop Debo and Kittle. I think they, Micah and what's that other guy's name?
We got D-Law and Randy Gregory. Oh, you talking about the DB?
Yes. Yeah, Micah Parsons, and I think Micah is the one that can go either way. He can play linebacker, right?
Right, that's Micah.
And then Stephon. I think they just have enough to to counter them. And I think Jimmy, the Cowboys, they seem to kind of have a problem with maybe kind of a tiny little running quarterback. But and that's not Jimmy. That's not Jimmy.
I saw what you did there.
Yes, that's not Jimmy G. So I really think that they should win that game. They should win it handily. I really see them in the Super Bowl.
Well, I'm biased. I love hearing you say that. I will obviously agree. My thing is with Debo in particular, I want to see if he's going to try to run the ball. I want Micah to spy on him.
Exactly.
Because
Yes.
Micah's big and fast and strong enough.
Yes.
Debo's a beast, and he's got the name for a reason.
Yes.
But I don't think he wants that smoke with Michael Parsons.
Yeah.
That'll be an interesting matchup, though.
Yes. Yes.
Let's see. The late game Sunday is Pittsburgh at KC.
You know what, Reed? Kansas City. And who would have thought Pittsburgh of all people would be? Right. Yeah. And I know he talks a lot of what's his name, the coach. I can just see him. I can't think of his name right now, but he always finds a way to get those boys to play.
Mike Tomlin.
Mike Tomlin, yeah. But with that
never had a losing record. Never had a losing.
Yes. With that being said, though, Kansas City, you know, I'm going to pick Kansas City. But, you know, they better be able to try to stop the run and a little bit. So, yeah. Yeah, but I don't know if it's going to be a blowout because Kansas City, they don't seem to be able to do that. Teams are playing them a little bit differently, but I'm going to pick Kansas City.
All right. Well, let's get to the main event, the first Monday night playoff game. Your Arizona Cardinals at the Los Angeles Rams. How do you see that going?
I'm going to pick the Cardinals simply because I think people have lost faith in them. The Cardinals, they're my team. I love them dearly, but I think they're front runners. When the expectations are high, they don't seem to be able to match those expectations right now. Good example is Detroit, and they beat the Cowboys. I figured that they would beat the Cowboys, you know. I just thought that they would. But I think that because everyone now is picking, not everyone, but so many people are off their bandwagon. The expectations for the Cardinals now have decreased. You know, those are the games that they win. And it would not surprise me if they open up a can on the Rams, you know, just because there are no expectations for them to win that game.
They blew out the Rams earlier this season, right?
Yeah.
Not beat them, but blew them out, right?
Blew them out. And then I think they played them again. I don't know if that was a game when D-Hop was out. And I think that's when they seem to have lost their way because I think they lost 5 of their last 7 games or something of that nature like they did last year. But D-Hop's supposed to be back. But still, they have enough talent, you know, that where D-Hop, you know, his absence shouldn't be that difficult for them to kind of, you know, play around. And I don't know if JJ's going to play. But I still think that the Cardinals will win that game, you know, pretty handily. I don't think it's going to be that close.
Well, I hope for your sake they do. And I wasn't surprised when Arizona beat us either, simply because Kyler Murray don't lose in Dallas. This is you know, instead of Jerry World, they need to call AT&T Stadium Kyler World. You know, undefeated in high school football, so he don't lose when he comes here. And his eyes light up when it's Dallas.
Yes.
He's like, and plus I like his quiet confidence.
Yes, yes.
You know, he doesn't talk a lot. He talks, but he doesn't brag a lot. But you can just tell he's like, I don't do this. We don't lose. Yeah. I love him. But so you got anything else on the playoff weekend? Any other topics?
I really don't know. That's what I guess Green Bay has a bye then. They do have a bye, yeah.
Green Bay and Tennessee each have buys.
Tennessee have buys, so yeah.
But no, we'll do a whole nother edition next week. You know? Okay. We're just doing the wild card with this one, and then once those things fall into place, we'll meet again. Same bat time, same bat channel.
That channel, that'll work then. We'll do it then.
All right, I love you, Mama.
I love you. All right. Bye-bye.